let's move to our next concept, that is speed. So what is exactly speed? Now, if I want to compare the motion of any two objects, like if an object is moving fast or slow, then we use the concept of speed. Now, how I'll compare the motion of two objects, like which one is moving fast or which one is moving slow, that is by seeing that how much distance or the least distance is covered by object in a least time, like more distance covered by an object in least time. So how we are going to define speed is the distance traveled by an object per unit time is known as speed of the object. Now, if an object, like two objects are moving, let's take an example here, like two objects are moving, one is moving slow, that is it is covering more distance in it is covering less distance in more time. So I'll say in that case the object is moving with slow speed. But if an object is covering more distance in less time, in that case I'll say that, or I'm going to say that the object is moving with the fast speed or the object is having a high speed. So that is how we compare the motion of two objects by using the concept of speed. So distance, like two objects are covering the same distance, but the object, like there are two cars, car A and car B. Both are traveling or covering the distance which is like 200 kilometer, right? Now the car which is taking less time is having a high speed and the car which is taking more time is having a slow speed. So that is how we use the concept of speed to compare the motion of two objects, right? Now for that we have a formula. So that is speed is equals to distance traveled by an object divided by the time taken. Now let's see how we are going to use this formula while doing the numerical. Now for that we have a question here, that is, if a car travels a distance of 200 km in 2 hours. Now in that case, what will be the speed or how the speed will be given? By the formula itself. First we are going to write the formula, that is speed is equals to distance traveled by time taken. Then we are going to put the values, like speed is equals to, what is the distance here? 200 km divided by the time, that is 2 hours. Now while we are doing the numericals, we doesn't require to write this units here, right? But at the end we are when we are going to get our answer, in that it is very necessary, it becomes very necessary to mention the units. Now while we divide the answer, we'll get the while we divide this both distance and time, we'll get our answer, that is 100 km per hour. This means that the object or the car here is traveling 100 km per hour, or we can say that it is covering 100 km in each of the hour. So that is how speed is calculated by using this formula. Now the most important thing here becomes is the units. Now when you are calculating the unit, you should see that when you are calculating the numerical or calculating the speed here, the most important thing is see the units. If this distance is given in kilometer, then your time should be in hour. But if the distance is given in meter, then you need to convert your time into seconds, which is the standard unit. If nothing is asked in the question, in question it is asked like you need to convert the time into kilometer per hour, if the speed into kilometer per hour, or the speed into meter per second, do accordingly. If not, then see these units. If your distance is in kilometer, your time should be in hour, and if your distance is in meter, your time should be in seconds. Then only your answer, you are going to get the right answer, otherwise you're going to get a wrong answer. So that is how you need to do the calculation while calculating the speed of an object.